Almighty God says, do you know what a Pharisee actually is? Are there any Pharisees around you? Why are these people called Pharisees? How are the Pharisees described? They are people who are hypocritical, completely fake, and put on an act in everything they do. What act do they put on? They pretend to be good, kind, and positive. Is this what they are actually like? Absolutely not. Given that they are hypocrites, everything that is manifested and revealed in them is false. It is all pretense. It is not their true face. Where is their true face hidden? It is hidden deep within their hearts, never to be seen by others. Everything on the outside is an act. It is all fake, but they can only fool people. They cannot fool God. If people do not pursue the truth, if they do not practice and experience God's words, then they cannot truly understand the truth. And so no matter how nice sounding their words are, these words are not the truth reality, but words and doctrines. Some people only focus on parroting words and doctrines. They ape whoever preaches the highest sermon, with the result that in just a few years, their recital of words and doctrines grows ever more advanced, and they are admired and venerated by many people. After which, they start to camouflage themselves and pay great attention to what they say and do, showing themselves to be especially pious and spiritual. They use these so-called spiritual theories to camouflage themselves. This is all they talk about wherever they go. Spacious things that fit with people's notions, but which lack any of the truth reality. And through preaching these things that are in line with people's notions and tastes, they mislead many people. To others, such people seem very devout and humble, but it is actually fake. They seem tolerant, forbearing, and loving, but it is actually a pretense. They say they love God, but it is actually an act. Others think such people holy, but it is actually fake. Where can a person who is truly holy be found? Human holiness is all fake. It is all an act, a pretense. On the outside, they appear loyal to God, but they are actually just performing for others to see. When no one is looking, they are not in the slightest bit loyal, and everything they do is perfunctory. Superficially, they expend themselves for God and have given up their families and careers. But what are they doing in secret? They are conducting their own enterprise and running their own operation in the church, profiting from the church and stealing offerings secretly under the guise of working for God. These people are the modern hypocritical Pharisees. Almighty God says, where do these Pharisees come from? Do they emerge among the non-believers? No. All of them emerge among believers. Why do these people become Pharisees? Did someone make them that way? This is obviously not so. What is the reason? It is because this is what their nature essence is like, and this is due to the path they have taken. They use God's words only as a tool to preach and profit from the church. They arm their minds and mouths with God's words. They preach fake spiritual theories and package themselves as holy, and then use this as capital to achieve the purpose of profiting from the church. They merely preach doctrines, yet have never put the truth into practice. What sort of people are those who continue to preach words and doctrines despite never having followed God's way? These are hypocritical Pharisees. Their meagre so-called good behaviour and good conduct, and what little they have given up and expended, are accomplished entirely through the restraint and packaging of their own will. Those actions are entirely fake, and they are all pretense. In these people's hearts, there is not the slightest fear for God, nor do they have any genuine faith in God. More than that, they are disbelievers. If people do not pursue the truth, then they will walk this sort of path, and they will become Pharisees. Is that not frightful? The religious place in which the Pharisees gather becomes a marketplace. In God's eyes, this is religion. It is not the church of God, nor is it a place in which he is worshipped. Thus, if people do not pursue the truth, then no matter how many literal words and superficial doctrines about God's utterances they equip themselves with, it will be of no use. Some people say, it's useless no matter how many I equip, so I just won't equip myself at all. What are they saying? Is that not nonsense? Is that not absurd speech? What is my purpose in fellowshipping on these words? Is it to prevent you from equipping yourself with the words of God? No, you must equip yourself with God's words. But the crucial thing that you must be clear on is that you are not meant to use God's words to package yourself in any way, nor are you meant to use them as capital profit to profit from the church, much less use them as a weapon to strike others. What are God's words? God's words are the truth, the way, and the life, which resolve people's corrupt dispositions. If you apply and practice these words perfectly, then you will obtain the truth. The truth will not be doctrines or just words to you, but will be your life reality. Once you have obtained the truth, you have obtained life.